So I thought about those comments last night, and I actually have a statement that I'd like to read in response. And just before I read this, I just want to say that, you know, I grew up in a time in this province of Bill Davis, John Robarts, federally Lester Pearson, all men, but really decent men. And John Diefenbaker, you know, people who cared deeply about people, were in politics because they cared about this country and this province. And if I think about women, I think about people like Flora MacDonald, you know, who really genuinely believed that that Canada was the very best experiment in the world, and that we could create a society that was caring, that was diverse, and that was at its core decent. And so I think part of what shakes me about what I'm about to read, because this is what I believe, what I'm going to read now, is that I have to write it, is that I have to say this. But I do, because of where we are at this moment. So what I want to say is, let's just call this for what it is, out for what it is. Doug Ford sounds like Donald Trump, and that's because he is like Donald Trump. He believes in ugly, vicious, a brand of politics that traffics in smears and lies. He'll say anything about anyone at any time. Because just like Trump, it is all about him. It's not about our people. It's not about their families. It's not about Ontario's success. It is about him. That's how Trump campaigned in 2016. And that's how Ford is campaigning right now. And I guarantee you that it will get worse before it gets better. We saw it this week when Doug lied, flat out lied, about his appalling comments about families living with autism, lacking the courage to admit the truth and own up to his own words. He took the coward's way out, and he denied the undeniable. Yesterday, he did it again, when he all but chanted, "Lock her up," talking about me. And the reporters know what I'm talking about because they reported it, and it's just been repeated here. And I want to emphasize this. It's not about me. I've got a pretty thick skin, and I'll take anything that he dishes out. But I want people to notice what's going on here. Doug Ford stands for nothing other than Doug Ford. And just like Donald Trump, there is only one way to deal with this kind of behavior. You have to stand up to him. And you have to name the behavior for what it is, because that is how you deal with a bully. Michelle Obama, whom I admire greatly, recommended that when they go low, we should go high. And I loved that idea when she said it, until we ended up with Donald Trump in the White House. So I'm sorry, but not again. Not here, not in Ontario. I'm not going to go high. I'm not going to go low. I'm going to call that bullying behavior out for what it is. I will fight him on behalf of the people, the families, the babies, the moms, the dads, the grandmas, the aunts and the uncles all over this province. I will fight him on the principles that I believe in. And those are principles that I referenced at the beginning of this statement, that we have the capacity in this province and in this country to be a caring society, that we understand that what government exists to do is to put those conditions in place for us to care for each other and to be able to look after ourselves and our families. And that is what I will fight for. Because he may be Donald Trump, but I'm not Hillary Clinton, not in Ontario, and Ontario is not the United States of America.